Good morning, welcome to this Phoenix Blue update for Tuesday the 18th of October. I'm Tom Collin. I'll talk to you about the news and the markets today. Let's start with the news. In terms of data yesterday, the only data point we had was the CPI for the New Zealand dollar, which came in nice and positive at 0.2% versus the forecast of 0. We had the monetary policy meeting minutes out of the Aussie. I have to be honest, I haven't had a chance to have a look to see what was actually specifically written on there. What I can tell you is that we have seen some dollar strength this morning. Looking forward to the day, we have CPI for the pound, which is being forecast at 0.9%, a significant increase from the previous 0.6%. This is obviously related to the fall in the value of the pound following the Brexit vote, so that will be important to keep an eye on that. Then this afternoon we have manufacturing sales from Canada, and then we have the CPI and the core CPI from the US dollar this afternoon. Again, this is going to be of great interest. The market's clearly pricing in a December rate increase at the moment. I'm sure anything but drastic results there, though that view will not change. We also, for those of you looking at trading the Kiwi, we have the dairy price index early to mid-afternoon. It's only tentative. There's never a specific date. And the previous figure of -3, so we'll be looking for a figure on either side of that to give us some indication with the New Zealand market or economy being so dairy dependent. Then overnight, we've got Chinese gross domestic product and industrial production. These particularly critical, the industrial production side of it. China obviously really the industrial powerhouse of the world these days. So we'll be looking for some figures. We had some figures recently that disappointed, but we do need to keep an eye on this. China hasn't been playing into our trading for the last few months, but anything significant here could see a reflection on our markets that we actually trade. Okay, the US dollar, we've seen a bit of a pullback overnight. We were looking for a correction in this marketplace. We had anticipated price would rise to this 98.50 zone before correcting down to one of these two levels. Whether we're seeing a full correction here or not obviously remains to be seen. Worth mentioning, Wednesday night the US presidential debate, so keep your eyes on that in terms of your trading, because we can expect some volatility through there. Okay, so the question is that the full pullback, or will we see prices go higher? We will remain and answer that question probably over the remainder of the week. Over on the euro, well, obviously we've seen the reverse of that. We've come down to a level here. Price has reversed and is heading back. The question is, where will it turn back in the other direction? We'll be looking to correlate these two levels with the two levels on the dollar index. Over on the Swissy, we had been looking for a reversal from this level at 99.50. You can see my order in place there waiting. It could be that because if the dollar's turning now and we're getting the correction there, we'll see the correction on the Swissy. We've got a formation on a smaller time frame here of a double top. So intraday we'll be looking for a break below this level here to confirm the pullback, looking for a retest of that neckline to take that down to the same targets, 97.90. I think that one is there. Yes. Okay. Over on the New Zealand dollar, well, we've clearly had a bullish move from this bottom here. We appear within a channel. There's a nice zone through here that we've been watching for a couple of weeks now, around 72.20. That will obviously correlate with the top of the channel here, so we'll be watching that. But we will predominantly today be looking for price action entries, simply because we don't know specifically where the dollar will pull back to, where it will correct to, or how far. If we can correlate that price action reversal, that will be great. But certainly this looks like this level here will come into play long before either of the two levels that we've got as potential pullbacks for the full dollar correction. Doesn't mean there isn't a trade to be here, even if the dollar isn't correcting at that point. We will be looking to get in, as I said, price action. We'll be looking to get risk off the table and looking at in terms of a shorter term trade, which could play out longer. But our objective will be simply to get in, get our stops to break even, a little bit of risk off the table, or all the risk off the table, a little bit of profit off the table, and we'll then effectively have a free trade to see how that plays out. So if the dollar correction is bigger, then we will inevitably get stopped out at break even. If not, we're already in the market for the move back down to the short side. Similar scenario here on the Aussie. We're going back to the top of this triangle. There's a level here at 7,700. That looks to be a good level to trade from. It will be, again, we'll be looking for a price action reversal at that level. It isn't a significant enough level in its own right for us just to trade. We've got all these levels who breaking through to the trend line suggest that the trend line is potentially more significant than the horizontal there, but in the confluence of the two, and we'll be looking for a price action. Then again, if we can see any sort of confluence with the dollar index, that will be lovely for us. A market that's finally on the move again today, though, is gold. We saw this big move down a couple of weeks ago. We've then been consolidating within this range here in a triangle formation. We've seen a breakthrough there this morning, a break above. I've got a level here at 1259.25 is a level. It's a bit of an intraday level based on the triangle. We'll be looking for a clear close above that and then a retest of that level this morning. At the weekend, we didn't quite have a full 6-month index COT low signal, or COT strength signal, whichever way you want to look at it at this point, but there is potential that will, bear in mind that was Tuesday of last week, so the commercials could well have accumulated sufficient shorts or longs, in order to give us that signal over the weekend. It was close enough for me to assume that might be the case, so I'll treat that as a COT long signal at this moment in time, and I'd say I'm looking for get back in price here, then pretty clear air all the way up to this sort of 1300 level here, but bearing in mind where we are with this market, potential for this market to continue going. At the moment, it's still moving in tandem with the equities markets, the US equities markets, the S&P, the Dow, etc. So we still don't have a clear risk on, risk off scenario. Okay, guys, so potentially we're seeing that correction on the dollar could give us a lot of opportunities today. Be patient. Predominantly rely on price action unless we get clear correlation with that dollar index, and have a great day trading. Just a reminder that tomorrow we have the free trading event in London at 2 p.m. If with maybe a chance you can still get on that if you're in London tomorrow afternoon. If you pop on the website, go to the events page, send us your details and we'll potentially get you an invite out. I'm not sure whether we have a place or two left on that. However, if we don't, we can simply let you know as soon as we have the next month's date confirmed. Again, anybody else looking to the future on that, just contact us through the events page and give us your details, and we'll give you an update every time there is one of these monthly events, so we can try and tie in with one of those. Okay, guys, that's it for today. So potentially a busier market than certainly we had yesterday. Take care with that trading. As I said, with your entries, look at price action rather than limit type orders. And have a great day, and we'll look forward to speaking to you in the morning tomorrow. And if you're at the event, the free training event or the boot camp tomorrow, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Goodbye.